Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. Factorio is a game where you find yourself crash-landed on an alien planet and need to utilize your resources around you to build an ultimate factory and spaceship to launch a satellite into space. This game is very detailed and it can get quite difficult in the later game. So you are to take the resources that you have while building that spaceship and maintain a fairly self-sustaining factory that needs very little hands-on interaction and can be as automated as possible to make it easier for you. Now, there are several different ways to play this game, and this is just going to be one of the ways that I play it. I plan on doing a lot more series on this game, so stick around, subscribe today, and let's play. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here and play, and then we're going to start a new game. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do rich resources, and enemies never attack first. Now, the reason why I'm going to do that is just because I want to make the first game a little bit easier and a little bit more, I don't know, not too hectic on going around and chasing the aliens and everything, trying to prevent them from what I'm doing. The resource settings we're going to leave where it is. Now, rich resources means resource patches have a richer... okay, let me start again. So, resource patches have a larger richness, so you don't have to expand very far. Okay? Which is really good. That way we can keep our base kind of simple and right real close to each other. Or real close to where we need it to be. Now, the advanced settings, I'm just going to leave all of this the same with the recipe technology and the difficulty and stuff like that. Now, I would actually hit generate map, but this is actually my second time doing this first episode because my mic didn't want to work the last time. So I already have a map generated, so let me load that and I'll be right back. Alright, here we are with our map. Now, I gotta say, I'm actually a little bit happier with this map than what I was with the other one. Just because of the way the resources are, and I actually have oil, which is what this pink stuff is, here in the map right away. So I'm kind of glad I kind of had to restart this. So anyway, so looking at this, we're really good with our resources being right next to each other. We've got a lot of iron right here, 1.3 million, 885,000, 785, copper, 1.1 million. Some uranium ore, so we definitely have a lot of what we need right in here, which is awesome. That makes me extremely happy. So first thing that I'm gonna do is I've got a couple of tools down here. I'm gonna need some wood, and actually I just remembered I need to craft an iron axe. So an iron axe is gonna make this go a lot easier to get this wood harvested. So I'm going to need this. I only need just a couple right now, because what I'm going to do is, where did my coal go? I'm going to go up to this coal patch up here, because I think this is going to end up being like the best one to utilize. So let's go ahead and get rid of a couple more trees. And I want to place this burner miner drill right on the end. And I'm not doing this right. Nope. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Totally not what I wanted to do. Ignore what I just said. Just completely ignore that. I don't want to do coal first. I have some wood, so I want to go over here to iron ore. I want to get the iron ore started first because I'm going to need that. So we'll put the burner miner drill and the stone furnace down. Now, what I'm going to do is open this up, right-click to take half the stack, and put that in there. So wood can be used as fuel, okay? So then I can hold Control and then left-click on what I was using, and it takes it in or out of where I'm putting it at. Now that I've got that going, I'm going to come over here to stone. Now, unfortunately, right now, I'm going to have to do stone the hard way. I'm going to have to do it by hand. Now, it takes 5 stone for every stone furnace that you want to build. Now, if you hear some pitter-pattering going on in the background, if you can hear it, those are my dogs just kind of running around because they're a little crazy right now. Alright, so let's get up to 15. Now, that's going to allow us to have 3 of these stone furnaces. But I need 2 burner mining drills. So in order to get 2 of those, I need a total of 9 iron plates down in the lower right-hand corner. So in order to get 2, I need 18 of them. So currently right now I have 20. So that's good. So I can make 2 of these. Now the reason why I want to make 2 of them is because I'm going to come up here to the coal and work my way up here. And let me just grab 1 piece of wood here real quick, okay? So I'm going to take these, and I'm actually going to put them... Hang on. I'm actually going to put them right here. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Alright, so I'm going to put 1 there, and I'm going to put 1 here facing that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take 1 piece of wood and put it in here. And then that is going to feed coal into this one, and then this one will feed coal into that one, and we will have coal that we can collect. Yay! Granted, that's only 4 coal, so we'll come back to that here in a minute. Now, I need to get another one of these burner mining drills made, and I also need to get a stone furnace made. Now, I have 5 stone right now to make that stone furnace. However, you have to use a stone furnace to make a burner mining drill as well. So that means I'm going to need 10 stone. See how here in the recipe it calls for 1 stone furnace. So even though I have that stone furnace, if I go to make the burner mining drill, it's going to use the stone furnace that I just made. So I'm going to create another stone furnace. Now I'm going to put this one over here with that. That way I can do copper. I'm out of fuel over there, so I'm going to have to come back up here to these burner mining drills on the coal and get more coal. This is probably the worst part of this game, is having to go back and forth constantly, getting your resources and taking it over, and you know, that's probably the worst part of it right now, is doing that. Eventually, once we have automation and we have electricity and everything else, it's going to be a lot easier. So we'll go ahead and get 16 put in there. I'm going to put probably 8 in there and then 8 in there. Now, I'm going to let's just put some more wood in there. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I need another burner mining drill so I can go ahead and get some coal harvested, right? Or not some coal, some stone. So I'm going to create a wooden chest, and I've got enough iron plates, so I just need stone. So I think I just need 5. So let's get 5 stone. 3, 4, and 5. Yep. So that does that. So that does it for that. So we'll create that. Put that down there. Now, right now I only have 2 wood. So let's go ahead and grab some more wood because I want the coal to build up a little bit here. Now, your fuel that you use, so right now we have 2 choices. We have wood and we have coal. So your wood is going to burn a lot faster than coal. And then after coal, we're going to have solid fuel, and then we're going to have rocket fuel. So the higher quality fuel, the longer it takes to burn. Alright, so you can see how fast that is burning right there, right? So then if you go over here to your burner mining drill that we're using coal in, it's going quickly, but not as quickly. I'm sorry, that's for mining. I'm talking about the fuel here. So fuel not going as quickly. And then the fuel here going kind of quickly. Alright, so I'm gonna hit my Alt key, and then my Alt key will populate for what shows up here. So that's gonna show me that has iron plates in there, and then that has copper plates, and then my stone is in there. Need to come back up here and get some more coal. So the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to get some electricity started in here. Now the reason why I want to do that is because I need science. And I need science in order to go any further. So I've got automation here that I need to get going first, right? So what I'm going to do is I need 10 red science to get this assembly machine. And the assembly machines are going to make our lives so much easier in this game. Now, what I'm going to have to do is I need an offshore pump. I need one steam engine. I need one boiler. And then I'm going to need a lab. And I'm also going to need wood for power poles. So let me go over here and let me get some wood. And the beginning game is really probably the only time that you're really going to need wood. You know, and that's mostly for your power poles, maybe some wood boxes. And really, yeah, that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that you're going to need wood for. Alright, so I still need, gosh, I need a lot of that. Okay, well, I'm going to have to wait on that for right now. So, already I have a lot of what I need for power. Now, let me look at my map. And I want to see what I want to do with power. So, when I'm looking at this, I'm looking not only as what I'm doing right now, I'm looking at what am I going to do in the future and how am I going to build this base out. So up here, I'm going to create myself a little mini base, and that's going to be mostly for the beginnings of the construction of what I need for later on down the road. And then I think down here, depending on what this looks like outside of the radar view that we can't see, I think this is going to end up being our main, basically our main base where everything gets built together. So up here, I'm looking at, here's my coal, and I need coal to put into the burner miners, or to the boilers, right? And then I've also got coal down here and here, which is a really good spot to be in. So I think for right now, I'm going to go over here, and we'll start by putting our power up here. So we need our offshore pump connected to the boiler, connected to the steam engine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some pipes in between here. So we can see our water goes into here. Water then goes into the boiler. The boiler gets powered up and steams up and creates electricity. Now, in order for that to work, we need... Actually, I think what I'm going to do right off the bat is I'm going to create... Let me get some more power poles. I'm going to need more coal up here. Do I have... Okay, I have enough for 2 more of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Because I'm going through coal pretty quickly here. So I'm going to create 2 more burner mining drills and connect them up to one another so that I can get even more coal when I come back up here to collect. So that'll get going there for that. Currently I've got 131 coal. Now I want to get... Alright, so I'm going to click and hold, and then that'll allow me to drag this over and basically place it by itself. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to create, still need to create my science. Okay, there's my science lab. So we'll get that created and put that about right there. Get some more fuel put in there. And then we should be all right with that. Actually, I'm going to trade those out because I'm going to need that wood eventually. So once we get that built up, I'm also going to need I need 10 of those. So if you right-click on that, it's going to create 5 of what you have clicked on. And then if you click on it again and there isn't enough, it'll just create the rest of whatever you're asking for. And I should be able to create one more. Now I'm going to put my lab here and then insert those in there. So now automation research has started. Yay, that's awesome. Now what I'm going to do is... See, I can't really do a whole lot right now. I'm definitely going to start making some transporter belts because the transporter belts we are definitely going to need. And those transporter belts are going to help us along with getting all of this stuff moved around from place to place. Alright, now I've got plenty of stone now. I'm going to need more burner mining drills, and I'm going to need them here rather quickly. So automation is still going. I've actually finished crafting all of my science. So let's get back over here. And just in the nick of time, so let's get that in there. Alright, I'm going to do 2 more burner mining drills and 2 more stone furnaces. And what that's going to allow me to do is I'm going to put these here, and then put those there. And then I'm going to be able to do that. Now, if you hold down Control and right-click, it'll basically take half the stack of what you have in your hand and put it into where you want it to. And then Control-click or Control-click and drag will take out what you want from all of those. Okay. Now, automation is now done, which is awesome. Now, the next thing we want is logistics. Now, logistics is going to give us our underground belts, our fast inserters, and our splitters, which is going to help us out tremendously later on down the road. Now, what we're going to need to do to make this a lot easier for us is we're going to need to basically create an assembly in order to get the red science automated. Because who wants to sit here and craft, 20 of these things when they take 5 seconds a piece? That's too long. That's just way too long. So what I'm going to do is let's go to here. I'm going to need some fast inserters. Actually, those are just regular inserters. I'm sorry. Regular inserters. So we'll make some of those. Grab some more coal while those are being made. Now, we have our electricity coming all the way down here. And then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take our inserters, and they're going to need to take the iron plates out. We're going to have our belt go down here this way. We're going to make an assembly machine. And I'm also going to need more transport belts. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to... Actually, that's not going to work. That's not going to work going that way. That needs to come around this way and go there. And then we'll put that there. We'll do that. That's going to have to come out. So basically, here's what I'm doing. So I am creating a way to make red science. Now, in order to make red science packs, we need an iron gear and a copper plate. So in order to make iron gears, we need 2 iron plates. So that's where this is going to come in. So we're going to have our iron plates come out here, and then this inserter will put the iron plate into there to make an iron gear. Now the iron gear is then going to come out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to create a box. let's see, 1, 2, 3 apart. And I'm going to put that box in between these two. Now, the reason for that is because it's not going to take... What am I missing? I'm missing this. This is basically going to create 1 gear every half a second. Now, with the red science, it actually takes 5 seconds to create this. So obviously we're going to have more. Now, if we wanted to, we could fill up this whole chest, or we can actually limit the inventory and only go to about there. And the reason for that is because each one of these I know will fill 100 of the iron gears. So we'll go ahead and make some more inserters. And I need to get some more power poles down here. So 1 there and 1 there. So here I am now. I am making... Where'd my stuff go? I'm making that. So those gears are going to go into the box. The gears are then going to get transferred into our red science. Copper will then also get put into there to make red science. And then once the red science is made, it will go into our science lab. Now, pulling up the science lab, like I said, the next one we're going to need is logistics. And it takes 20 of these to be made. And it actually takes 15 seconds per use. So every one science pack will be used every 15 seconds. So that actually reminds me, I'm doing that wrong. So I need to create another box. My science lab is actually going to go in a different spot. So here I've got science packs in the wooden chest, because basically it's going to take the machine will make 3 every one that it gets used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a box to put the excess in. It's not working out where I want it to go. Create a box, put the excess in, so that I have a little bit of backup. Okay, so now it's using 1. It puts 2 in there. It's using 1, and I still have 3 left. So that's going to give us a nice little backup. And I think, you know what? I think we're good. I think we're going to leave it there for today. So we definitely got started on a really good foot here. Hopefully my sound worked on this one and you guys will actually be watching this episode. I will be very happy about that. What I probably should have done was, actually no, I did save the map for this, so if, at least I think I did. No, I don't remember. Yeah, I did. So it should be fine. Everything should be fine. Hopefully you guys are watching this one right now. So anyway, please let me know what you think of this below in the comments. I've definitely got a lot more planned here for Factorio. I'm very excited about this game. I love this game. I've been playing it for almost 2 years now, and I think it's awesome. So yeah, I'm always learning new things too, and I'm always willing to learn new things. So let me know what works for you in this game, and we'll take it from there. So thank you everyone for joining me today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, wait, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe down below. Totally forgot about that. Yeah. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe down below with that little red button. Okay, that's it. Now I'm done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.